Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, the truth, and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. Shalom and salutations to all the Akwath out listening and learning and being a pillar of rest. All right, so this quick lesson is going to go into some comments that were left. I rarely get any comments, and if I'm lucky, I'll get 10 views. And that's my lot, and I'm standing in it. All right, so this is Romans 9 and 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And there it is. Okay? You can call this the R word, having to do with race, right? But if we read on, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Most High forbid. All right? For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. All right? So just because you don't understand who the Most High is and the way things are supposed to be, all right, because you have been taught that you are the Most High, all right? So anyway, this is favoritism, okay? This is favoritism. The Most High has his favorite, right? What is that? Let's see if I can find this. Uh, one, one what? One pit. One pit. Can we get one pit? I don't want that. I want this in the Apocrypha. It's weird the way this thing works. Let me get it. Slocky, bear with me. It's the spirit, so you roll with the spirit. One flower. Let's see. Yep. Yep. Second Ezra's 5. Okay, so let's get that. If it'll give it to me. Let me see. See? This is stupid. Whoever designed this is dumb. Suddenly we're in Ezra. Second Ezra's 5. Salakia. Bear with me. All right, so, hey, just because you don't know who the Most High is, all right, let's start at 23. Second Ezra 5 and 23. And said, O Lord, that bears rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof thou hast chosen the one vine. And of all the lands of the whole world thou hast chosen the one pit. And of all the flowers thereof one lily. And of all the depths of the sea thou hast filled the one river. And of all the builded cities thou hast hallowed Sion until thyself. So these are the characteristics of the Most High, the one that you call God. He chooses what the hell he wants to, and there's only one. Okay? This is what is being said here. The Most High has his favorites. Okay? And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. He loves doves above all the birds that he created, fowls. Okay? And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep. He's letting you know what his favorites are. And among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people. So is God racist? He's going to tell you the race or the nation of the people that he loves. And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is. Who does the Most High love? We just showed you. Romans 9. As it is written. Who? Jacob. He don't love nobody else. Deal with it. Okay, so don't jump on my page on the comment board talking shit and you have no clue who the Most High is. Prove it with scriptures. All right? Prove what you're talking about, dumbass. Okay? And there's a way to deal with people like this too, that after years and years, all right, you employ that. Thou gavest a law that is approved. Whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved above all. Who did the Most High give the law to? It's simple. The nation of Israel. And now, O Lord, why hast thou given this one people over unto many? So we were given into the hands of our enemies. And upon the one root hast thou prepared others. And why hast thou scattered thy only one people among many? Who is that? We got to show you, fucking dumbasses. And you know what? I don't give a fuck at this point. You can say what the hell you want to. Get the hell off of my page. Because all you did was mark yourself. All right? And that's fine. If that's, again, my lot, then that's what it is. Let's go to slave auctions. This is what happened to God's people. Why? He punished them. All right? He used this devil to punish us. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. It was just. Is the Most High? Go back. God forbid. Is there unrighteous? What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. Even down to this. This was a righteous act. Where is it? Without sanctuary. All of this is righteous. There's nothing wrong with this, okay? Nothing wrong. We're good. We're straight, okay? We're not mad at this. Otherwise, you're mad at the Most High. No, when you have understanding, why did he do this? Okay? What would you do if you caught your woman cheating? Right? You'd string her up to a tree. Okay? You can't do that now, but in the Bible, it tells you exactly what to do. All right? And those days are coming back. All right? These days are coming back, but the roles are going to be reversed. So anyway, let's go now to, where was that? Salakia. Bear with me. Isaiah comments. Here we are. Chaos. All right. Here we are. Here's what the Salakia for the rant. But so July 23rd, right? A couple of days back, got a whole 5 views, right? And some jackass comes on and he gives up a comment. He says, it's not thinly veiled racism. Not everything is racist. You think everything is, but it's not. How the hell do you know what I think by watching a video? I think everything is. It doesn't matter what I think. It matters what God says. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's what matters, not what I think. What matters is what I can prove out of the Bible, line upon line, precept upon precept. The power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's what matters. So let's look into this. First, let's look at what's in question. It's not thinly veiled racism. Why did he put that? Because I said it was thinly veiled racism. And let's find out if everything is not racist, right? You think it is. You think everything is, but it's not. Well, let's find out. Okay. What is this? Is this racism? As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Is that racism? Let's look up the definition of racism. The unfair treatment of people who belong to a different race. Violent behavior towards them, a victim of racism, ugly outbreaks of racism. Okay? Now, and we could get, the inability or refusal to recognize the rights, needs, dignity, or value of a people of a particular race or geographical origins. We can get down to it, but here's the point again. All right, let's listen to what this guy is saying. He's speaking of those that are crossing the border. Okay, now you got to be careful when you're speaking of crossing the border. Okay, who's crossing the border? It's mainly Jake, right? But who else is crossing the border? You got Chinese, Moab. Moab is coming across. You got Ishmael coming across. People are coming flooding into this land for what? Sleeper cells, all manner of things, drugs. But who is he talking about? Who is this devil talking about? And I use this guy from time to time to bring this out. Anyway, what's coming out of his mouth is thinly veiled racism. All right? He's talking about tuberculosis. Everybody gets tuberculosis, right? But what he's doing, he's saying these South Americans, right? That's the thin veil. All right, listen to this bullshit.
Is it any wonder that tuberculosis is exploding across the United States? Now, you may not have direct contact with people who have been released into the United States this way, but you have contact with people who have contact with people who have contact with people, right? You go to restaurants, don't you? Some of these restaurants have people who have been released from the border. And some of them are being tested. Now, we've just gotten statistics out that 2,450 minors, children, people under the age of 18, have been released in the United States just in the past year with active TB.
Now, whose fault is that? Is the people that have been released is because what he's saying is thinly veiled racism. Oh, it's these people, it's their fault. No. It's the powers that be that are letting them, and they know exactly what they're doing. Who are you mad at? All right, so there's your, okay, so if it was a bunch of white people coming across the border, he wouldn't give a shit. If the people that are coming across the border looked like him, he wouldn't give a damn. Okay? Everybody gets TB. Oh, but it's just the people coming across the border. What about the people on airplanes, okay, coming into the country legally, right? They don't have TB. Just the ones coming across the border. See, we could dissect the shit out of this and break it all the way down to its lowest common denominator. Okay? That's thinly veiled racism. Whether you believe it or not, I do, so fuck you. I know what it is. All right? You can't weasel your words around me like I don't know what I'm hearing. All right? fool got a flag. Where did you get the country from? From the people that are coming to take it back. All right? All right, so it's not thinly veiled racism. Not everything is right. It's not? Well, let's find out. You think everything is, but it's not. Well, let's find out. Here are my replies. Let's look at my replies. Okay? And again, you learn after being in this truth for years, you learn how to answer a fool. Right? Not according to his folly. What do? You stay on the script. You stay on script. So I hit him, Matthew. Notice all of my replies. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Not everything is. That's pretty important right there. That's coming from the son of Yahweh. Yahweh Shai said, I am not sent but unto. So who sent him? The Most High. I'm excluding everybody else, but I'm only dealing with the lost sheep. Is that racism? Not everything is. That's pretty much everything right there. Okay? Because you're going to see this fool try to stand up. Look at the name. Muhammad is dead. Jesus is risen. So you know where he's coming from. And then this is racism. Okay? Are you an Arab dude? Are you an Arab? If you were, you would know not to even set yourself up like this. Muhammad is dead. You say that to the wrong Ishmaelite, he'll come after you. And then you put this, is this you? Because if we go to your burner page, there's nothing there. Okay? But what happened is, Most High put the spirit on you to mark yourself with this bullshit. You don't know what you're talking about. Not everything is. Let's go to the second one. Of course, these 12 Yahweh Shai sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into any way of the Gentiles. You're confused. You're already confounded right there. And into the city of Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He just backed himself right there. Okay? So we're moving you into checkmate slowly. All right? So I just hit him with a bunch. I'm like, okay, I'm going to bombard you and totally confound you because you don't know what any of this means. Amos 3:2. You, and I want to make sure he understood, so I put the captions in there. You, Israel, have I chosen of all the families of the earth. Boom, stop right there. Is that racism? According to today's definition of racism, it absolutely is. Therefore will I punish you for all your sins. So going back to slavery and the yoke around the neck and all of it, that proves that we are the chosen. Okay? How? From the punishments, the curses. Right? Easy. 2 Ezra 5:27. And among, okay, there we go. I just read this. All right? We are the chosen people. All right? God chose one people. Thou hast gotten the one people. Is that racism? I choose this race, this nation, race, same thing, above all other people. I don't give a damn about anybody else. Ye, this idiot, ye worship, ye know not what. I knew what he was coming with. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. All right? Then he comes. The Messiah was to be a light for the Gentile. That's out of your own heart. You don't know what you... was to be a light for the Gentiles. Okay. And he is. All right? So call on Jesus wrong, because everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. What? Let's look that up. Acts 2:21. Let's get that. And Salakia if I'm read. Let's see what Acts says. Yeah, okay. Everyone. No, it says whosoever. Okay. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Acts 2:21. Stupid dumbass, what does this say? Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Who is he talking to? Who is whosoever? Whosoever of who? Whosoever of the men of Israel that were able to hear what he was saying. Peter preaches to the crowd. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Who is he talking to? And furthermore, and when the day of Pentecost was fully come, is that anyone who calls on his name? No, they is talking about the Israelite. They were all with one accord in one place. Who is whosoever talking about? Dumbass. Whosoever of the people that he's talking to. This sets up who he was talking to. Pentecost. Who celebrates the Pentecost? Israelites do. They were all with one accord, all in that one place. One place. Whosoever of you in this one place. Okay? He's talking to the Israelites. What does the word salvation mean? Be saved, right? Right? Of course. Salvation, be saved, is of the Jews. Dumbass. Be saved. Whomsoever of Israel shall be saved. Whomsoever of Israel that calls on the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai shall be saved. That's what it is, you fucking dumbass. So we'll just move on. All right? The Messiah was to be a light for the Gentiles. Yeah, the Israelite foreigners. Everyone. You made that up. Everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Let's go back. Let's see if that's true. Everyone. That word is whosoever. Right? It's not everyone. All right? And it's not even everyone. Okay, here you go. And everyone, okay? Everyone that I'm speaking to. All right? Everyone, let's go back. Everyone there, right? Where were we? Oh, let's go back one. They were all. This is everyone. They were all with one accord in one place. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. So, it says every nation. It says every nation. Yeah, Jews out of every nation. Dumbass. So be careful. Basically what you did is you stuck your foot in your mouth. You got foot and mouth disease, right? Because you didn't keep your foot when you enter into the house of the Lord. dumbass. But Peter standing up with the 11, lifted up his voice and said unto them, ye men of Judea, and all ye that dwell at Jerusalem, be this known unto you, and hearken unto my words. Okay? Whosoever is talking about these people. Who is he talking to? Be this known unto you. Whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord, ye men of Israel, over and over and over again. Hear these words, okay? Stupid fucking dumbass. Let's carry on. All right? And then, so he goes Gentiles, and then I hit him with Gentiles. Wherefore remember that ye, Israelites, being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, and you can't tell a motherfucking Christian. You can't teach a Christian shit. But guess what? All right? A discerner. Let's get that. Of thoughts and spirit. Of the thoughts. Mm-hmm. And a discerner two-edged sword. Here we go. Salaki. It's Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the mind, heart. Okay? So what is this idiot thinking? Okay? What are you thinking, dumbass? Coming on my page, right? You don't know what you're talking about. Everyone will be saved. Okay? You got to do better than that. You don't know how to look up words. Okay? You know that ye were Gentiles carried away into these dumb idols, even as you were led. 1 John 2. He is a propitiation for our sins, and not, oh, this is him. He is a propitiation for our, who's our? Is that you? Muhammad is dead, Jesus is risen. Is this you, our? Or do you fit into our? I don't think so. Even if you are an Israelite, guess what? You're a two-thirds that don't know the scriptures. And not for ours only, but also for the sins of the whole world. What whole world? Okay? This whole world. Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded. World. What world? What whole world? The whole world of Israel. Dumbass, without end. Okay? I pray for them. I pray not for the world. Now you're confused. But for them which thou hast given me, for they are mine, or they are thine. Let's talk about the elect of Israel. Dumbass. So I just basically bombarded him. Hebrews 1 and 2. Hath in these last days spoken to us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds, what? Plural. Dumbass. There's more than one world. Then I hit him. He don't know what I'm talking about. For the Most High is not the author of confusion. This is 1 Corinthians 14:33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace in all the churches. Israelites are the church of the saints. Israelites. Okay? So everything is, okay, then I said, 2 Timothy 2:15, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So guess what? Everything is. We could get deeper than that. We could go, right? You only. What happened to you only? There it is. Let's back this up as it is written. Malachi 1:1, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel. Is that racist? The Most High is dealing with Israel, dumbass, by Malachi. All right? The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Is that racist? Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob and I hated Esau. There it is again. Right? Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call who? The so-called white man, the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. So the Most High don't like the so-called white man. Matter of fact, he has a very strong dislike for him, as indicated right here. Hated. Okay. Oh, that was past tense. Okay, shut the fuck up. Okay? The people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Okay? So, back to your stupid, dumbass statement. Not everything is what? This is coming down from the top. There's order. And here's the order. The Most High chose who he chose. Okay? Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou, who? Israel. Okay? For thou, let's get it quickly. Who's being spoken to? You ever think about that fucking dumbass? Deuteronomy 1, the whole book of Deuteronomy. What does it say? These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. Huh? Okay, so Israel is being spoken. These are the words in Deuteronomy. These are the words that Moses spake unto all Israel. Go back to 7. Who is he speaking to? But thou, for thou, who is thou? All Israel art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Is that racism? From the top down, guess what? The definition of racism in 2023, right? All the way back to the 1800s when we were still in shackles, guess what? Everything is racist. And I don't think it is. I'm proving it through the scriptures, right? And we're going to end right here. Fucking dumbass. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 21, prove all things, hold fast that which is good. All right, so, and then what happened, right? Then what happened is he kind of gave up, which was very smart of him to do, right? He gave up. He came with the two scriptures that he knows and got shut down. And he understood, this guy might know. He, see, even though it only got 5 views, right? He's thinking, this guy is making me look stupid on here. And that's exactly what's going on. Okay? Because we can defend the gospel all day. All right? We can contend for the faith all day on my page. All right? We can do that. And guess what? If they speak not according to this word, there's no light in you. And you're not speaking according to you could quote a scripture and post a scripture. That don't mean you know what it is. All right? Line upon line, nigga. All right? So, I was going to get one more, but I can't. I just disappeared from out of my head. So anyway, yeah. Yep. Prove all things. All right? On my page. Otherwise, keep your foot, dumbass. Let's get one more. A mouth and wisdom. Luke 21:15. Last precept. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. So with that, we hope that the elect are edified. You brothers and few sisters, with that, shalom.